and brought Israelites back to the temple that were called Gentiles, right? Because they were foreigners or sojourners at that time, at that point. And they was rejected because the circumcision was calling them niggas uncircumcision. The circumcision is them wicked ass Pharisees that was teaching the law perfectly how it's supposed to be understood, but wasn't doing nothing that they was telling niggas. They was outward Jews, is what they was.
Yeah, listen to them, just don't do what they do.
Matthew 23 all day. But I'm gonna tell you something. What niggas is not really ready to answer. All you got to do is ask them, what day was the Leviathan created on? Because he keep addressing this Leviathan all throughout the prophets and the Psalms and everybody, right?
True.
Like in Isaiah 27, he said he gonna slay the dragon that's in the sea. That crooked Leviathan, that crooked serpent, right? And you don't see the serpent being created on day 6. You see Adam being created. And you see the actual animals that you want to call animals, like cows and donkeys and stuff, they get created on the 6th day. But on day 5, you got serpents and shit. And then when you read Second Esdras and stuff, Second Esdras say you got Behemoth and Leviathan. It literally says Leviathan was created on the 5th day. So you got to ask people, man, when was this Leviathan created? Is it a fish that got a judgment coming or what? What did this fish do to us? That the Most High said he got to slay him, or like as in the context of Second Ezra chapter 6, he's saying that I'm gonna save you for feasting in the last days, so that my people may feast on them. Niggas got serpent blood in them, man. There's some niggas around here got that serpent blood in them.
Niggas, I keep hearing that. Yeah, that Leviathan. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that word is definitely right there, boy.
Yeah, and I don't know if you use the Apocrypha. Do you use the Apocrypha?
Yeah. I get into it.
Okay, so check this out. Did the flood kill everything in the water?
I don't think it's the text don't say that, do
I'm just trying to see how you breaking it down.
I don't know.
Did he use water to kill what's in the water?
I don't see that, man. I don't see how you can. That's like somebody living in the water. You just gotta go flood in the water with water.
I'm finna flood you niggas out of here.
Yeah, to the next part of the world. Water pressure, nigga. Take that.
Hello, I'm finna drown a fish, nigga.
Nigga, how you like that?
Man, hey, that shit water, don't make no sense.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
That's why I think that's why the story is written, Shabar, that it's still a dragon in the sea, right? And then and then when you want to look at what the literal sea means to the Israelites, it means like tumultuous times, like chaos.
Yeah,
it represents an adversary in Job. You know what I'm saying?
Even in the beginning, when you go to the beginning and tell you chaos was on earth. I mean, not on earth, was no earth, but yeah.
It say the earth was without form, and I think that word means chaos.
Yes, sir.
So it went no order.
None. And that's why the waters was here. Yeah, yes, sir. This before was even bounds set.
Right.
Any bounds was set or anything. Yeah, like you said, no order.
It wasn't no order because he hadn't even set the bounds of the people yet. But from the beginning, it was destined that the way things would play out would be based off the Israelites yet and still. But it was a time you got to acknowledge that it wasn't no order. But when he did lay the bounds, it was according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right. And then what's so crazy? What I know is that also what's going on with that water is life in motion, which is activity.
Would wholeheartedly agree.
Yep. Yep. That's interesting. Then they telling you got stuff in the ocean that's older than who knows. Oh, they tell you they ain't even. Matter of fact, we don't even. They tell you they figured out more space, so-called space, than they have the ocean.
Man, what kills me, brother? If you don't know how big the ocean is, how you tell me you discovered 5% of it?
Exactly.
You got to discover 100% to break it up into percentages.
Exactly. They even put a percentage of the 5% that you say you fucking cover. How that make sense?
That don't make no sense. How you discover 5% of the ocean, but you ain't discovered the ocean?
That's that math shit Terrence Howard been talking about.
Hey, that nigga, at first he had me, but then after I listened to him, he bugging out on Joe Rogan's show, man.
Oh, he is?
Bugging out. That's where all his information comes from, his interview with Joe Rogan.
I gotta listen to him, man. He gonna be in the one that he gonna be like Billy Carson next. Watch out.
Hey, you took the words out of my mouth. That nigga's career is finished.
Nigga let an Edomite confound them.
Man, I think they set Billy up, man. If you ask me, when I go back and watch that video, I think both of them white boys was in cahoots with each other, man. And, his homeboy knew he was finna get crashed out.
Well, his homeboy already had made what's the name? Puff? Whatever the fuck his name is. The Puff nigga, he already had made a video on Billy Carson debunking shit he was saying. So when they did that link up, he couldn't wait for that shit. You know what I mean? That was about time. That was right on time. He was ready. And allegedly, Billy Carson just got to the hospital, something over. He came over to his friend's house. They had to sit down. Billy Carson wasn't an official debate. That was just a nigga asking me questions in the podcast. And Billy, but the Christian was like, man, I don't give a fuck, man. You been lying out, nigga. You been out here lying on the Bible, nigga. I'm about to treat you like that. So,
and that was the whole premise of and foundation of his doctrine. But the whole start of what he says is a lie.
Yeah, he was tripping. Everybody in the world. I'm talking about every Christian that known a man that got a podcast that know a little something out there, and even from some Israelites, they did some commentary on it. I was, but I ain't give a shit. I was like, talking about this nigga. It ain't gonna do nothing but just make the page go up a little bit. Billy Carson name and the algorithm. Yeah. It did make him a little bit more famous, so hopefully he cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Man, he probably not. I don't know what he gonna do. His wife, I seen a video of his wife saying he was sick. He was about to die. He could barely talk. He was gonna pass out. They made all the excuses in the world for this man. Oh my gosh. We should. Hey, Billy Carson definitely would agree that the Leviathan thing was already. He said, "Oh yeah, I could. It was the North Dorf Star was in alignment."
Cut that shit out.
He could tell you the North Star.
You know what, bro? Have you ever seen what that dwarf star looks like on the Hubble telescope? That ain't no damn star, bro. You got to go check that out, man. Let me see if I can find this, man.
Yeah, please do. I know I can check it out. That's lit. He said, "Man, there ain't no star, man."
No, that ain't no star. That's like some shit ready to run down on the earth.
I'm all over the place. I'm trying to register and stuff. You needed anything? Come right while I was gone, bro.
No, man. You woke up in the spirit, man, breaking it down.
Oh, okay, come.
I'm just glad niggas can see that that serpent coming out of the fifth day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I be in the brew, so I'm like, hell yeah, I seen that. I know
too many niggas got trees talking. No fucking trees talking.
But a lot of people don't regard the language, bro. That's why they don't be knowing what you're talking about. It's that simple. If we go into Hebrew right now and see what you're saying, then there's no argument. Niggas should just go, okay. What else you got, folks?
Y'all check this out right here. I'm finna drop this in the chat. This ain't no star.
You said it look like something's gonna run down on the earth. See.
Let me check it out.
That do look like something on his way, doesn't it? That's what they
Yeah,
say, though,
man.
don't it?
Yeah,
Ain't they
it's
saying
not
that
even a.
motherfucker on his way?
Well, they saying that that's a damn planet.
No, okay.
But see, here's the context of the video. What they're telling us are planets. They make Hubble telescopes for the public now. Like you can get these supercharged as telescopes, and you could go and
Yep.
look. You can go observe the astronomy your damn self. So niggas is zooming in on what they're saying is Venus and Mars and all this type of stuff, and a nigga putting his telescope on it and saying, "Oh shit, this don't look like the picture they've been drawing for us."
Hell no.
This ain't even no full circle. This is like it's a phenomenon called the wobble effect. Like the galaxy is so big you can't even just fathom that shit in your mind. They can only look so far, right? But what
Right.
they know is they know the galaxy is bigger than what it appears, because like if you go and look at the oldest star at the edge of the galaxy that they have today, right? There is a phenomenon called the wobble effect. So if you find something that's wobbling, you know that there's another planet or another celestial body close by it that's exerting a gravitational pull on it. So when they went as far to the edge of the galaxy as they can possibly see, they still have to acknowledge that there is something further that they can't see because of the wobble effect, which has been established inside of the galaxy we already have.
The wobble effect. Yeah, that makes sense too, because it's like seeing, like, if you from a distance and you see like an energy making that, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like okay, say some gas was going off and then you can see the gas going off and it's making like a wobble effect in your face next to like a still life type of thing. Like, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that Hubble telescope fucking these folks up now. What, Nene? You finna go drop your dad off? Well, I'm finna go cut his hair. And I'll probably be done when you get back. Cool beans. Shit, man, let me get ready for the day.
Yeah, I'm about to go study up on this Hebrew, man. I try to make that 7 days a week. I'm getting this course material.
Man, call me if you run across something new, man.
Yeah, I have. I'll tell you this. I noticed that the word shapah and the word shapah goes into border or shore, and the word pa means mouth. So those words are found within each other, right? So the Lord says that his elect is as the sand of the sea. So the word pa means mouth, or like, you know what I mean? So this mouth is like a calling there. And then you got shapah, which is border, right? So you got the Father saying that his elect is as the sand of the sea. So what's funny is, before I ever learned Hebrew, I was in Chicago one day and I was at the lake. And I was looking at the lake because I love water and stuff. First thing I noticed, I was like, damn, man, look at the sun hitting the water like diamonds dancing on the goddamn thing. It looked like diamonds to me. So I was like, dang, that's hard. And then I looked at I looked at the water coming up against the sand, right? And I said, damn, why does it look like a mouth? It looked like as if the water in the ocean or the lake rather, like the border of the water coming up and smacking up against the sea, well, the sand and stuff. It looked like the mouth of the ocean. So I thought that, I posited that in my mind, like, oh, okay, interesting. So then later when I go into the Hebrew, I found out that the word shapah means shore, and then the word pa means mouth. And ironically, I found that same Hebraic type of essence in observation. And then when you scripturally go to it, it shows you that, okay, the water that's hitting the sand of the sea is the remnant that Yahweh is calling. Because not all of the seas, the sand of the grains are getting hit. Only the sand that's being anointed by the water, which is what's being called, right? Because a lot of people say that many rushing waters is like as Yahweh's voice. So I don't know, man. That's kind of like some stuff I kind of found out in the Hebrew, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. So I'm kind of already thinking about this. So I don't know, man. It was just some stuff that I thought was cool.
No, that's interesting. It's very interesting.
Probably put together a video to make it like more picturable for people. But that was cool. I thought that was real dope. Like, dang. Yeah. The water thing was cool too. Now that I think about it with the calling. Yep. Hebrew bad. The Hebrew bad, boy. It's bad. It ain't nothing but observation. Though.
Yep. Man, I found out last night that the beginning of every word in the Hebrew it has to start with Yod, or the 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even start that pen stroke without whipping that Yod into all the letters.
Well, like for an example, like when you going into the Hebrew and it'll say and for like to do would be the word Asha, but it's in the Torah reading in it, it's not usually a complete word. It'll be Waya Asha or Waya Ash, because you wouldn't. The ha isn't really necessary there. I see it, but I do notice that they always put in that Yod there. Exactly.
No, I'm saying, you see, you're talking about the consonantal pronunciation of it, right? But I'm talking about like just when you write in Hebrew, especially the Assyrian script, there is a Yod attached to every letter in the Hebrew, and it's literally the first stroke to demonstrate because the Yod is the Messiah, and the double Yod is God. So the Yod is attached to every Hebrew letter to write it to represent his omnipresence. I have to make it make sense. All you got to do is just look at the Hebrew, and there's a Yod attached to every single letter. And it's the first stroke of that letter. It's significant because every time you say a word, you're still acknowledging God exists and don't even know it. You could be just saying that there is no God, right? Which is what a fool would do, and you instantly become a fool because you don't even know that you're saying Yah every time. But if you say a 5-letter word, you just say Yah 5 times. So the fact that you even open your mouth and speak, you acknowledging He exists.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's a breakdown.
I'm finna go for real now, man. I ain't did shit today.
Yeah, I might go put my phone on the charge.
Yeah, my wife said show link, so let me get on my shit, man.
All right.
Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Karima, that brother that said both of them pseudo. Go ahead and get that brother to tap in. We'll see what's pseudo about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about some shit.